Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Destiny 2 Season of the Seraph video. Well, we have a brand new exotic quest called the Hidden Shape, and we need to complete the operator's Seraph Shield in order to get the Revision 0. So in today's video, I'm going to walk it through you step by step of that lovely mission so you can get yourself the exotic pulse rifle today. So once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, you're going to have to first complete your more than a weapon quest all the way up to step 19. Should see a video pop up right there. That's the first original quest. I got all of the different ones. So just in case you're not updated, just check out those. After that, head over to the helm and you will be able to pick up your new quest, more than a mission, step number 24, which will take us to the heist battleground. You see, this quest is intertwined with our exotic quest as well, so you can't do one without the other. So after you finish completing that first part of your more than a weapon quest step where you need to head back into the helm, well, this is where you're finally going to pick up your exotic quest for the Revision 0 pulse rifle. So this is how we're going to kick things off. We're going to be heading into this mission and it is quite challenging. I'm going to walk you through it, then we're going to get our exotic, and then you're pretty much good to go. Now once you head back into the helm, you will need to speak with the Exo Stranger at the Hollow Projector, and now you can finally pick up your Hidden Shape quest line. This is going to be step 1 of 8, although we're just going to be focusing on getting our weapon in the mission called the Operation Seraph Shield. Let's go, because it is challenging, my dudes. First thing first, when you head up in here, you just want to run straight, run right past the ogre. You don't even have to kill him or anything. You're inside the Seraph facility entrance. Here we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things like this.
That's a scanner protocol you've picked up. It should automatically detect which consoles have been tampered with and highlight them. It'll also highlight other tampered devices, so keep an eye out. Now, get us access to those terminals and I'll have Anna perform a remote hack from here.
Sweet, so we're basically going to be hacking these terminals and we're going to be also doing a little puzzle solving, but that's what this video is for. If you're here, no worries, I'm going to walk you through it. First thing first, first part is going to be real easy. You just need to hack 2 terminals and then on to the next part of the quest step, board in-game access. That's right, we're headed to space, baby, heading into the launch pad. And we are finally in space, my guardian. From here, we need to finish up this quest line, and there is a bunch of different challenging puzzles that we need to do, all from accessing terminals and getting buffs. That's right, you'll see what I'm talking about. No worries, like I said, I'll walk you through it. Now, once you make your way up to this door, you're going to have your first little puzzle that you need to solve, right? So in order to solve this, by getting into this door, which is going to be our puzzle, you need to open up that door. You need to come over here, you need to shoot down this small little grate. It's going to be a running theme here. We're going to have more grates to shoot, but this one, we just need one. Shoot through that grate, come over here, we can finally access this terminal after we get our scanning buff, and then head back into the room, and then finally we can hit that hack because we have our scanner buff, and now we can enter into that room we saw all the enemies come out of. Sweet. Alright, from here, we want to just make our way through the area, getting our lovely scanner, opening doors until we get to this room. Now, this room will be the next part where you're probably going to have to stop before. Everything else is pretty much straightforward. It's going to be easy for you to do. But once you get here, you're going to have to get this lovely scanning buff, like so, and then come over here to hack terminal. Alright, now after you finish hacking that terminal, well, then there's going to be some enemies that's going to come out and they're going to kind of lead us to where we need to go. That's right, we have another one of these grates. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of these. So from here, we're going to shoot that grate. We're going to head in over here to this room where there's a whole bunch of lasers that we need to get past by. Pretty much straightforward, easy to do, nothing new right there. We do have a hack terminal that we need to do. Turn around, take out said enemies till we get to the very next room. Well, once again, we have a hack terminal, but it's behind a wall now. So how do you do this? We're going to head over here to this augmented terminal, like so. We're going to smash down that augment. It's going to open up this room. And inside of this room, right on the second level, will be a nice terminal that we can interact with, which will hack. Now, after we hack that terminal, the quest will update And now we need to head into the decontamination chamber. Now, through this door is going to be a whole bunch of enemies and a whole bunch of those slow down mines, so watch out for that. And then we need to head all the way up. So we just had a few terminals that we need to interact with so far. Nothing too challenges, but it's about to get real challenging, my dudes. For real. We are here where this is going to be pretty much the hardest challenge for everybody to complete, because we're going to have some random encounters for everybody. Yeah, it's going to be random, but I'll show you exactly what you need to do in order to complete this. So after you take out an enemy, you interact with this. It's going to show you the different terminals that you can hack, and this is what's going to be different for everybody. For me, I got a terminal that was in the middle, one all the way to the right, and then in the middle, right? Now you're going to have to memorize your terminals because they're going to be different for everybody. But here's the cool thing. The pattern that you're going to see will be the same. So you're going to have to do a lot of memorizing when it comes to this part. Remember, the pattern is going to be the same for everybody. Here's a clean. If you step off the pattern, I mean just a little bit, you're going to die. So you have to stay on top of the squares. You must memorize your pattern. You must memorize your terminals. Remember, they're going to be different for everybody. I'll show you mine once again. Now for me, I have all the way to the right in the middle, straight ahead. I have to the right, and to the left, I have the middle. So we're going to hit the middle one, and then we're going to come around and hit the one all the way to the right, and then head back to the middle. Now that we know our random terminals, these are mine, yours could be different, they're the same, you pretty much are good to go for this part. Just watch the video and you're straight. But if they're different, no worries. Remember that our pattern is going to be the same, so you still must memorize your terminals, whichever one they're going to be, and memorize the pattern. The pattern is super important, as well as the terminals. You come down here to the bottom, and here's the pattern. Remember, the pattern is going to be the same for everybody, just the terminals are going to be different. So you must memorize this pattern, and if you walk off any little small little ledge to the left, to the right, you're going to die. So you must stay within these squares. So let's do this. Remember, I have the terminal, for at least for me, the very first one's going to be in the middle, then to the right, and then to the middle again. So let's do this. Now, you don't have to run, you don't have to walk, you can do whatever right here. You just can't touch those edges, Aaron, or you're gonna die, you know? Now, in order to get past this very first part, you need to crouch down to get underneath the laser. Easy peasy. Remember, my first terminal was in the middle. Yours could be the first one, the second one, or it could be the last one, right? So if it is the last one, you need to just jump over and touch that terminal. Now remember, I need to head over here. So we're gonna jump over this laser, remembering the pattern as well. And I need to hit this last terminal for me. So boom, there's that. Now remember the pattern, you can't step there, you can't step there, but you can step here, here, and here, and here to get you over to the last terminals. So let's do this. You need to jump over that laser one more time on the same square, then make your way all the way up to the terminals, and my terminal is in the middle. So for me, I'm gonna hack this terminal, and voila, just like that, you got past the hardest part of the quest step. At least in my opinion. I took the most time doing this, more than even completing the boss, just saying. So congratulations if you made it this far. Now after that, you wanna take out all of these enemies that are gonna come out the doors, and now we're on to the next part of our lovely journey. It's going to be pretty simple. Just shoot this lovely little terminal right here, boing, 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 and turn around. The door is going to open up. More enemies are going to flood out, and we're going to proceed into the next room. But there's still a lot of enemies over there, so take out the enemies first before you head into the room. Now, once we're in this room, there are going to be two small little grates that we can shoot and come down into. One to the left, one to the right. Now, right inside of both of these grates will be a terminal that we can shoot. So head into the left or to the right, whichever one you want to do first, totally up to you, and shoot the terminal. The one over here is going to be like so. Shoot that and you're pretty much good to go. Head back into the same room that we came out of, and then we're going to head to the next grate. Remember, there's going to be two of them in this room, one to the left, one to the right, that we need to crouch down underneath to get into the room with the enemies that has the terminal. One doesn't have any enemies, one does. Both of them have a terminal that you can shoot, as you can see. So shoot both of those terminals, and then the quest will update. Headed to the next room, and the west quadrant is where we need to go. But we need a control key in order to get there. So how do you get this control key? like I said, there's a whole bunch of different puzzles that we need to solve. So head into the room and see this door is going to open up. The same room that we was in. We open this door after we crouch down and shoot those 2 grates. We're going to be in here where we're on to the very first boss, right? Now here's the thing, this is all going to be previews leading us up to the final boss, right? So it's kind of going to give us little things that we need to do in order to prepare us for the final boss. So for this guy, he's going to call out a whole bunch of enemies. He's going to have an overshield. We're going to do damage to him. Then he's going to disappear and head up out of here. Then we're just going to have a whole bunch of ads that he's going to leave behind for us to clean up. Trust me, there is a lot. You might be thinking, oh, what am I supposed to do next? Just take out all the enemies. After you finish taking out all the enemies, the quest is going to update yet again. And now we need to get captured. We need to get captured. Head into the next room and you're going to surrender your weapons. After you finish surrendering your weapons, they're going to capture you. And now you're going to be inside of their base. Now, once inside of their base, you'll be easily given back your weapons. Now you just need to take out all of these enemies along your way to exiting out the base. That's right, my dudes, we're freaking in space. How cool is that? You need to take a leap of faith. That's right, make that giant jump all the way down. We need to head all the way to the left of this space station, my dude. So you might die once, twice here, but you're in the right direction. You headed the right direction. Just know, you're gonna die. But it's okay, you can die in Destiny. They'll spawn you right back in here. Now, once you make your way all the way to the left, there's going to be 3 small little terminals that you can shoot. Each of these is going to send out a small little ledge that you can use to jump over to get to the next part. So let's do this. Jump once, jump twice, jump thrice, and you're on to the next part of the map. But there's going to be a ton of enemies over here trying to kill you, so take out those enemies. It's going to make it much easier for you to head up, because that is what we need to do. So take out all of the enemies and make your way up. It's going to be much, much easier. And now you're into the base. Take out all of the enemies in the base, interact with that augment terminal to open up the door, and voila, the boss, the big boss is here. But you only can do a little bit of damage for it. It's going to give us a little bit of preview of what we are in store for. You think that you killed him, but you didn't. It's just a little preview of what's in store, and that is going to be taking out this boss. So after you finish taking out said guy right there, you're going to head into this room where there is a little bit more puzzling to be solved. But like I said, no worries, I got you covered. Take out all of these enemies. You're going to have something new to interact with called an operator's buff, the operator augment. This is going to help us see these little terminals that you can shoot in order to open up doors. There's going to be a running theme here too, so just keep that in mind. Okay, now after you open up this door, we're going to take out enemy, take out turret, take out enemy, and we're good to go. All right, so now we have an operator buff. We have an augmented terminal as well. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on over here. All right, now in order to get into the next room, there's 2 different doors, one to the left, one to the right. We need to first head into the right, but it's easier said than done, and there's a small little sequence for us to get in there. So you want to head back over here like so. See if we can't get the augment. You got to kill this guy for him to drop the augment. Pick up the augment. It's going to be a scanner, right? Head back to the terminal, take off the scanner so we can spawn in the guy, which is the operator, so we can get the operator buff. Now once we have the buff, we can shoot the little terminal to open up the door. That's how it's going to work. Now once you're inside, we still need to get that scan over there. So we need to come back over here, kill the guy, use the augment to take off the operator's buff so we can use the scan now to come over here and hack. Now after you finish hacking that, head back over there and the door is finally open. Nice. Now once you're over here, there's going to be a few enemies that we need to take out. Take out said enemies, and now we are ready for our next little puzzle. Terminal over there, operator's buff, little operating terminal over here. Get your augment, kill the guy, get the operator's buff, shoot the little terminal, boom boom, door opens up. That's how you're going to do this part. Now after you are inside, take out this small little turret over here. You're going to turn around, there's going to be one more little thing that we need to interact with. That terminal right there. So we got a terminal, we got a guy right there with the augmented buff, but we can't pick it up just yet. So we're going to head back over here to the terminal. Now we can come over here and pick up the buff, and then we can interact with the terminal. So boom, there's the buff, got the hack, boom. Now we on to the next part of the quest step, which we need to just head all the way up and open up the very next door just by using the augmented terminal. Pretty straightforward for this one. Now this is going to be kind of like a little preview of the boss. There's going to be a small surveyor, which we only can do a little bit of damage. We're going to have a new enemy, a suppressing enemy. Once you have his buff, you can stand in these small little circles and you're going to deal just a little bit of damage to the enemy, and then he's going to go immune. You want to do this in all 3 of the circles, and then a door is going to open up. You need to shoot that, and then it'll totally take down his buff, and then you finally kill him. Remember, this is going to be a preview of the boss. We're going to have to repeat this 3 times in order to kill the boss. But no worries, like I said, I'll walk you through it easy peasy. So from here, we're going to go into the next room, and this next room is the final boss room. You're here. That's right. Praxis the Defiled is here. Now what I'm going to do is pick it up from the 3rd damage phase and then walk you through it so you can see how you can take out the boss. It's going to be pretty much the same thing, just need to do it 3 times. Alright, so he's going to call out a whole bunch of enemies, including one of those suppressing enemies that we talked about earlier. Now, you need to take out that suppressing enemies. You need to stand on 3 of those spots, deal a little bit of damage to the boss 3 different times before you can deal damage to him. You need to do this 3 times. And in between those times, you need to find those 3 little things to shoot in order to take down the shield. So that's why we're taking out a whole bunch of enemies first, to make it a little bit easier for us when we stand in those circles just to deal damage to the boss 3 times in a row. So remember, deal damage in a circle, just a little bit, he's going to go immune. Deal damage in a circle, just a little bit, he's going to go immune. Deal damage in a final 3rd circle, just a little bit, then he's going to go immune. And then there's going to be 3 doors that's going to open up, and we need to take out those things that are inside the door. So here we go. We're going to take out 1, we're going to take out 2, we're going to take out 3, and then finally the shield will come down on the boss and we can deal damage. You do that 3 times and you'll be able to take out this boss. Remember, it's going to be easy peasy once you know what to do. Try not to focus so much on the enemies, only when you need to stand in a circle. You pretty much are good to go. That is how you're going to beat this boss. That is how you're going to beat this crazy, very puzzling mission in order to get the brand new exotic. And it is nice. Now, after you finish taking out that boss, head into the very next room and interact with that, upload the virus, and boom, just like that, you're done with Operation Seraph Shield. And now you're just 1 step away from getting your brand new exotic pulse rifle. Oh yeah, and remember, it's going to have a whole bunch of different catalysts, so we'll be back again here next week. So it's kind of important to kind of memorize everything that we're doing, just saying. So from here, we're going to head back into the helm, head back over to the exo frame, speak with the exo frame, and now you will be done with not only part of our quest that's going to go all the way to the end of the season, more than a weapon, but more than that, we got an awesome new exotic, baby. That's right. And we're still not done with the hidden shape quest. I'll be back again to upload more of that. But for right now, you got a brand new Revision 0 exotic. That is how you're going to get this done, baby. You're going to go into the quest, you're going to puzzle it up, you're going to get it done, and you're going to get yourself an exotic. I believe in you. But for right now, that's pretty much going to for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Gaming, upload a wide variety of videos, range from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.